Hello, everyone. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you how to deploy the SaaS template. The code is in the description, so you can follow along if you would like. Just to get started, just so we don't have to worry about the previous Git, we're going to just download a fresh zip here, and I'll open this up. We're going to unzip it, and in this case, we're just going to name it demo, and we're going to move this over to the desktop just so we have we can track that easily. Open up Visual Studio Code here, and then I'm going to open up the directory we just unzipped. Its name is demo. It is. Open that up. All right, and then we got everything here. We're going to open up a fresh terminal window.
Create a new terminal. Now we're going to be running the setup script. I'm going to be using the bash script, but there's also a PowerShell script. So we have to run chmod plus x to actually give it permissions to run, and then we can run it there. Now we're going to come into the Firebase console and create our dev and prod projects. So starting with dev, demo-dev, creating that, let that load. And we're going to go back and create our prod project. So coming in here, create another project, demo-prod, continue, create, let that load. Now we're going to actually get the environment variables we need in the client side. So we're going to open this up, click web there, do demo-dev, register the app, let that load, copy in these environment variables and paste them into the terminal instance there. Now we're going to do the exact same thing for prod. Come in over here, click web, demo-prod, register the app, copy the environment variables, paste them in, and now those have actually synced up and loaded into your env local. So now we can actually go back into Firebase and complete the setup. So we're going to create our Firestore Database to actually store the user data. So we're going to first do this in dev, click create. Now we're going to do the same thing in prod. Over here, letting that load, create database, create, that's in prod. Now we have a database in prod and in dev. Now we're going to actually set up rules so that users can only access their data. So we're going to copy these and then paste them in. We're going to do this for dev and prod again. Right there. Publish. Now we're going to enable authentication so that our users can sign in and access our dashboard. So we're going to do email password authentication. Do the same thing in prod. Enable. Now that that's all set up, it will actually go ahead and install the dependencies for you after you click enter and start up your dev server. So now you can actually preview what this looks like. So here's the template. You can sign up and then log in, create our account, and it'll take you to the dashboard. You see that you can create a post. This will be updated in your Firestore database. Since we're in the dev environment, we switch over to dev. There it is. So now we close out of that just by clicking enter. And we can create a GitHub repository to actually push the code up to. Make sure that's private, create the repository, copy the URL, paste that back in, and then that will push everything up to your repository. So now that's all set up. Now we can orchestrate everything and publish this live through Vercel. So I'm just going to import the project like this. And we're going to get ready to add the environment variables. This is going to initially fail, and we know that because we need to add the environment variables. So copy those, wait for this to build, and then we'll copy and paste those in. Let's take a sec. There's the error. So now we need to go back, search for that. There it is. Go to environment variables, and we're just going to do the development ones first. So copy the dev ones, and we make sure that we've selected dev and preview up there. Now we're going to do it for prod. Make sure that those are all right. Yep, those are looking good. So now we're going to select prod, paste those in. And now here's the one thing you need to make sure you do. Copy and paste this, but change that to prod because we're in prod. And then that will orchestrate everything so that your main or master branch now has your production release, and then your local host, and then all the other staging domains created from branches other than main or master, those will be the on live. So now this is live because this is on main, and this is production.